artistic and historical place. The alleyways have been seen over, on average, 150,000 visits every day since the beginning of the Labor Day holiday or May Day holiday. And today is the very last day of the holiday, and there has been an increasing number of tourist visits coming to this place. And according to the managing authority of the Yongqing alleyways, that there will be more visitors in the afternoon. And Yongqingfang alleyway sits in the very heart of Old Town Guangzhou. It was an important treaty port during the Qing Dynasty, and it used to be like the economic center of South China and before the 1950s. But due to the urban decay and a lack of development, that has turned Yongqingfang alleyways into a sad collection of neglected buildings. And in recent years, that Guangzhou has been going through a boom of urbanization, so a lot of historic sites and old streets regained their reputation by a lot of redevelopment and renovation projects, including Yongqingfang alleyways. Now, talking about the renovation project, there are a lot of principles or philosophies that have been followed by those development teams. And take one of the philosophies of the design is the recovery of the old city lives. So take this red brick house, for example. Instead of simply change the wall or paint it, the development team just set up this glass to protect the red brick wall and turned this house into a bookstore, so that the local residents and a lot of visitors can come over here to experience something new, something modern in this old house, and at the same time remain their traditional way of life and community activities inside or outside in this plaza and over there under the Banyan Tree Plaza. This is something very unique, and it's all about the philosophy of renovation, of recovering the city life, old city lives. And look over there, there are some street vendors. That's also a very important element of the alleyways during the national holidays. And according to the authorities, they have arranged like about over 20 booths for those street vendors. And we have this one is about the booth for probably garage kits. I think they're probably made of wool. Cute little garage kits. And moving on, we have a booth for scented candles. And also here, this one is the handbags. Well, they're not really something local, but to me, I think it is more like a get-together, help hit the holiday atmosphere, and the business is really good as well. So as one of the most complex redevelopment projects in Guangzhou City, that Yongqingfang alleyways construction is in 2 phases that contain multiple programs, including residence, retail, historical landmarks, and offices. And phase 1 actually the phase 1 actually focuses on providing more public space, upgrading living conditions, recovering old city lives, and recycling demolition waste. And phase 2 instead preserve the original neighborhood scenery. And also on the basis of maintaining the overall structure of the original buildings, some historical buildings were repaired, and the redevelopment team strengthened components with hidden safety hazards, and also demolished the dangerous parts. And here, this is one of the cultural characters that I want to introduce to you guys. This is the Jixiangfang architecture complex. They are, I think, the oldest buildings in the alleyways. There are typical Xi Guan civil houses, and lots of governmental officials and dignitaries used to live in these buildings back in the 1910s, 1920s, and even 1930s. And there's one thing I want to showcase is the clay sculpture on the ceiling. It is the typical traditional architectural decoration craft of the Han ethnic in most part of Guangdong province. It's very colorful, usually picturing mountains, rivers, trees, animals, and representing different blessings. And you can find it a lot in the ceilings, roof ridges, and external walls. This is something that we will see more during the trip of the entire live stream here at the Yongqingfang alleyways. And moving on, there are a lot more street vendors. And for those who has just joined the live stream, that we are here at the Yongqingfang alleyways in Old Town Guangzhou, the capital city of South China's Guangdong province. We talked about the reservation and conservation project of this area, and we talked about the philosophy of the renovation, recovering the lifestyle, old street lifestyle, and also one of the architectural decoration craft, the clay sculpture, and we'll be seeing that a lot more during the trip. And we're heading towards the hardcore area of the alleyways, and there are lots of trendy stores, street vendors, attracting lots of visitors coming over here. And take a look. I see that there's some iced coffee from Laos. This is something I have never experienced before. Yes, I see there's a young journalist are doing reporting here. Let's take a look. And that reminds me of my early days working as a reporter. Okay, sorry to interrupt, just a few minutes. So we see here the menu here. We've got traditional iced coffee in Laos, and Laos coconut iced coffee, and Ahuatian coconut iced coffee Laos. It's very interesting to see that those coffees are wrapped in bags. That reminds me of the beer that I had in Qingdao, in East China's Shandong province, that they wrap the beer with bags as well, not cups, but bags. Let's try some, okay? Hello. 有什么特别推荐吗? Anything to recommend? The iced coffee from Laos.
Lemongrass lemon tea.
Lemongrass lemon tea. And traditional iced coffee in Laos. What about the traditional iced coffee in Laos? Can I try that one? Can I get one, please?
Get one too. One and one this.
Just one traditional iced coffee in Laos. Yes, please. How much is it?
20 yuan.
20.
Yeah,
okay. Hold on. Okay. It's 20 kuai. About $3. It's cheap though in this area. Thank you. Yeah, so what's so special about this Lao iced coffee?
It's a drink from Southeast Asia.
Yeah.
And it's add sugar and some milk, and it's more. It's good taste for our Asian man.
What's the difference between the iced coffee from Laos and that from Thailand? Because I saw you guys serving Thailand coffee as well.
Actually, it's the same, I think.
It's the same.
Yes, because it's both. They are both from Southeast Asia.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I don't have been to the Thailand or Laos, so I can talk to you the difference.
Okay.
But in my opinion, it's the same.
Okay. I'll give it a try.
Okay.
So how long have you been working in here?
Just from this year.
This year?
Yeah, but our this store is last around 2 years.
Okay. I see some people want to buy coffee, so I won't disturb your work. Just go ahead. Sorry. Okay. 好了吗?
好了，马上啊。
Okay.
哪个账号？不好意思。
see there's been an increasing number of visitors visiting this area. That surged the consumer spending of the entire area as well. As I just mentioned, that the huge numbers of visitors brings a surge in consumer spending during the May Day break, not only here in Guangzhou, but across the country. And according to the, okay, here, thank you very much. It's a very delicate wrap. Okay, I'll give it a try. 你帮我打开一下吗？啊，抽进去就行了啊。嗯，对，手里拿了一个那个手机，嗯，好。Okay, thank you. Oops. It's good. Very good. The weather here in Guangzhou is getting hot and humid. So when you're visiting this place, have some iced coffee here. It's a really good choice. Around here, we see lots more street vendors. That's kind of a tradition for the Yongqingfang alleyways, for the managing authorities. They always do this for the national holidays, not only for May Day, but also for like national days and Spring Festival vacation. Now we're heading to another core area of the alleyways. There are a lot of trendy stores on the two sides of the streets. We got some restaurants, pizza, and dessert shops. And there's another cultural characteristics I want to show you guys. We just saw the Xi Guan civil houses, and it has a very special front door. Take a look over here. This is the typical Xi Guan civil house front door, which has 3 different layers of, like this one is called jiaomen, corner door. The middle layer is called Tang Bo. It's called kind of a rolling sliding door, and the inner layer is the main door at entrance. So we don't have to explain too much about the main door, but we can take a closer look at the other 2 layers. Now in the middle, the sliding door, so when the main door is opened, the sliding door can still keep the house safe and at the same time improve the ventilation and lighting of the house. And the outside layer, the corner door, actually serves like, how should I put it? Like a folding screen that it can also protect the safety of the house, but more importantly, the privacy of the house. So these 3 layers of the doors at the entrance has a lot to do with the local culture, customs, and of course the climate. Because during summer times, it's very hot and humid here in Guangzhou, so it's not a good idea to keep the door shut in summer times, especially when air conditioners and fans were not invented. So the 3 layers of the doors can cool down the house in summer times, at the same time safeguarding the privacy of the Xi Guan civil houses. So the 3 layers of the doors at the entrance are very unique and very interesting. In my hometown, there's just only 1 layer, just the front door, the main door of the entrance, and that's pretty much it. Okay, and moving on, we'll see a lot more clay sculpture, as I just mentioned, a typical Chinese architectural decoration craft in most part of Guangdong province. And look over here. There's another one, clay sculpture. I think it is picturing phoenix, representing harmony. It's very colorful. And over there, on the other side, I just found another one. Another one over there, above the 2 windows. I think it's picturing, can we zoom in? Yeah, above the 2 windows, there's another one. I guess it's picturing pumpkins. representing like harvest, wealthiness. It's a good blessing for this dessert shop. Okay, let's keep moving. And what I'm about to show you guys later is the largest clay sculpture of the entire Guangzhou city. And it took over 90 days to complete. Now with China currently ending 3 years of pandemic control measures, that visitors are flocking here again in droves. And according to the managing authorities of the alleyways, I just mentioned that they have seen an average of about 150,000 visits every day since the beginning of the May Day holiday. And other first-tier cities such as Beijing and Shanghai are also packed with holiday makers. And the Beijing Cultural and Tourism Department says the city received nearly 2 million visitors on the first day of the May Day break, and 7 million tourists arrived for the weekend in Shanghai. And also in Chengdu, in southwest China's Chengdu city, it's interesting to find that the visitors had to wait in line for about 2 hours just to catch a glimpse of pandas for only 3 minutes. And there are a lot more vendors in front of us. There's ice cream and yogurt vendor. The visitors also point to a surge in consumer spending. And there will be more vendors there. And according to the Ministry of Commerce, sales for key retail and catering enterprises across the country increased by 15.6% year-on-year on May the 1st. And also the recovery of commodity consumption is strong too, with the sale of automobiles and clothing at major retail enterprises increasing by roughly 25% and 24% respectively year-on-year on the same day. And there are more vendors here. Here is the silver jewelry. Hi. So this is the first time. 你们是第一次来这边做这个是吗？
No, for 3 years.
For the 3 years. So what's the difference, like this year and compared to the other 2 years back then?
All the company, all slow down.
Or slow down.
Yeah,
but it's getting better now.
Yeah.
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 Okay.
Yeah.
So it's the very last day of the holiday,
Yeah.
Labor Day holiday.
Yeah.
So how's the business
Don't know
so
yet.
far?
So far, don't know yet. It's a good start actually.
It's a good start.
Yeah, actually, it's a good start. Yeah.
Okay. It is all handmade by yourself?
Yeah.
Okay,
Because
cool.
for designer actually, different designer, different pattern.
Different partners.
Yeah.
Okay.
Otherwise, I cannot do the whole thing.
And you have your own physical stores, right?
No anymore.
Not anymore.
Yeah, it's
Be-
closed.
It's closed
Yeah.
because of the
Yeah.
the difficult times.
Yeah.
But now China has already optimized its measures against COVID-19 response.
Yeah.
So the things has been getting better.
Yeah.
The economy is is recovering.
Actually, whole things are getting better.
Whole thing's getting better,
Yeah.
including your business as well.
Yes.
Okay, that's good to know. That's good to know.
Thank you.
Yeah. Okay. But it's well, I would love to try some, but it's not suitable for me.
It's okay, it's all right.
No, no. Okay. Good luck with the
Okay,
business.
okay, have a good
Thank
day.
you very
Okay.
much. Okay, let's moving on. So according to the street vendors, the business is getting back. Getting back on track. Here we have more garage kits. I think they're made of a proclaim. 这都是陶艺的这个手办是不是？交椅。
它是纯手工的，国家
It's purely man-made. It's an intangible cultural heritage.
国家
非遗
是捏、自己烤、自己画，它是上完釉然后再画，然后它每一个都是可以吹得响的。
Okay, you can. Whoa.
大的小的都可以睡得下。
您是第一次来这边就是摆这个摊位吗？
对，不是那个在这儿摆了1个月了吧，快1个月了。
He's been staying here for like a month. So how has the business been? 这个生意怎么样？
还行吧。
还可以。
一般是。
还可以 ，OK。
一般。
OK。But the 人流还是很多的是吧？这几天。
平常的话稍微少点，就是周六周日会多一点。
Okay. Weekends business is much better than weekends, and during the May Day holidays. Okay, thank you very much. We see more. Yeah. This is a bracelet. And then more garage kit here. So mostly are garage kits. This is from the Japanese cartoon. So what I'm about to show you guys is this is the largest clay sculpture in the entire city of Guangzhou. As you can see that people are taking pictures here. This is another must-see destination in the Yongqingfang alleyways. So this clay sculpture is so far the biggest in the entire Guangzhou city. And the main theme of the sculpture is kapok. Kapok is like a city flower of Guangzhou, which symbolizes a kind of a pioneering spirit striving to make progress. And we can see the kapok flowers and birds going up. There are 2 phoenix. Yes, 2 phoenix on there representing stand for harmony. And on top of it is 2 cranes, also meaning harmony and pioneering spirit to striving for making progress. And that's the very front line of China's opening of Guangdong, and its people have been practicing the pioneering spirit over the past 45 years and have made Guangdong the largest province in China in terms of GDP for 34 consecutive years. For those who just joined us, that this is a CGTN live stream of the Labor Day holiday in Yongqingfang alleyways in Old Town Guangzhou, the capital city of South China's Guangdong province. We started from the reservation and renovation project, which focuses on the philosophy of recovering the old street lives. And we looked at the Xi Guan civil houses, which where a lot of governmental officials and great dignitaries used to stay and live back in the 1910s, 1920s, and even 1930s. And we also looked at clay sculpture, which is a traditional Chinese architecture decoration craft for a large part of the Guangdong province. And this alley areas has been receiving on average of 150,000 visits every day since the beginning of the Labor Day holiday. And today is the very last day of the holiday, and I see no signs of decay in tourist visits, and there will be more in the afternoon and even during the night today, according to the managing authorities of the Yongqingfang alleyways. Again, some background information about this place. That Yongqingfang alleyways sits right in the heart of Old Town Guangzhou. It was an important treaty port during the Qing Dynasty, and it used to be the economic center of South China before the 1950s. And because of the urban decay and lack of development, turned Yongqingfang alleyways into a sad collection of neglected buildings. And in recent years, Guangzhou has undergone a major boom in urbanization. So a lot of the historic sites and the main streets have regained reputation through major redevelopment and refurbishment, including this area, the Yongqingfang alleyways. So now with the optimization of China's COVID-19 response, a lot of people get the chance to come out, travel, take a look around, go to the places they would not be able to visit in the past 3 years. So we then come to this place, especially when they see the sculpture of the K-pop trees. I hope, with or without the explanation, I hope they'll be able to understand the message that the sculpture of K-pop is trying to deliver. It's about the pioneering spirit, striving for making progress, and that's something what we need for recovering the economy and also further in the new era of high-quality development and high-quality opening up. And that wraps up today's live stream here in the Yongqingfang alleyways in Old Town Guangzhou. And stay tuned for CGTN's other live streams on the Labor Day holiday. Bye for now. See ya.